Have you seen the land, living by the breeze? Can you understand?
Hello, I think this is going to be quite a short video, but I thought that as there's been very little narrowboat content over the last few months, that I'd take you for a little trip today, because we're going to move the boat down to our next mooring spot. Now, we've also encountered some problems getting off the canal again, so I'll show you in a minute on the map where the problems are, and we're trying to figure that out at the moment. In the meantime, we've been having a spring clean, getting ready to start the season again, and getting rid of all the dust and muck and tidying up on the boat. And in a minute I'm going to go and fill some of my planters up with compost from our compost loo that we started composting a year ago. So I'll show you what that's like, just for those that are squeamish and might not think a compost loo is for them. But anyway, first I'll show you the map and what our dilemma is. So, as you know by now, we are right up here, and we've got to get right over here. And the problem is that the Bridgewater Canal has breached, which was the original way we were going to go. So our second option was to come down the Macclesfield Canal, so it would have been down here, along here and down there. But now the Macclesfield Canal has also breached, and it's going to be 3 months before that's fixed. And if we knew it was definitely going to be 3 months, we could just sort of go down there and wait. But you never know what's going to happen. You know, other things might come up. So we sort of do need to find a way to get past all of this. In the meantime, this canal here, the Huddersfield, is not going to be open until late July or something like that. And the Rochdale Canal, where we could go along here and then come back down the River Trent over here, is actually shut at the moment due to lack of water. It hasn't rained for ages. So that is a possibility. If it rains, then they'll be able to fill up the dry canal there. But in the meantime, the only other options are the Manchester Ship Canal, which goes down here. It's 37 miles. We would have to come on at Panoma Lock up here. It's a different, it's a private canal owned by the same people who own the Bridgewater Canal. We'd have to pay £250 to go down it. We'd have to get a sea survey done. And we have to pay to go through Panoma Lock as well. But it's very big and would be quite quick and would get us down here and past all the issues. So we're thinking of doing that with another boat. The only other vague option is here across the Mersey, and we don't really fancy that. It's practically the sea over there. It's a bit big, a bit scary, and you need a pilot, so that gets really expensive. So at the moment, we're thinking either the Manchester Ship Canal or the Rochdale Canal if it gets more water in. You can see our dilemma. Yes, there's quite a lot to sort out to go on the Manchester Ship Canal, so we're hoping to do it with another boat so we can organise it between us. And that's where we are at the moment. So this is a pot of our compost from the loo from last year. It's about a year old, and Henry stirs it up every week, and it's mixed with wood-based cat litter. Some people use sawdust, but I don't think sawdust breaks down quick enough. So I'm just going to fill up these pots. And you can see how beautifully composted it is. You don't have to be squeamish about this at all. It's great. It's a bit rich to plant straight into, so I'll put some ordinary multi compost on top, but it's a good substrate. I've decided I'm going to cycle down to Gallgate as it's such a lovely day. Interestingly, we've just met a couple from a boat down there, Harry and Sue, and they are going to cross the Mersey. They've been stuck on the canal the same amount of time as we have, and they decided to go down to Liverpool and across the Mersey and off at Chester. So there is actually an option now. So that's something else to ponder. That nice journey down.
Yeah, it's alright, yeah. Surprises. Floating islands have turned into a continent now. There's hardly any of them there, to be honest.
The good thing about being on this side of the canal is over there is the towpath side, but this side belongs to Galgate and whoever the council is here, so we can have 2 weeks here and then we can move down onto the other side at Galgate for another week or 2 as we inch our way down this canal, because we've still got 6 weeks I think before we get off, so we can't do many miles, otherwise we'll get to the end and have to turn around and come back again. It's the end of the day and we're just tidying up, ready to go back to Brighton tomorrow. Henry's back in a couple of weeks to move the boat down a bit more, and that's about it for now. Short and sweet this time, so we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.
All that you